Won't it be Ryan the Great? And today we are predicting some March Madness, guys. And yeah, what are we doing here? Like, it's a little bit different of a style when it comes to videos. So yeah, we're gonna try this thing out. We're gonna try streaming platform here, and we're gonna see if this works out because I'd like to maybe change up the style just a little bit, just experimenting with a couple things as we I don't know, not move on, but I just want to try some different things. So yeah, we're gonna try this, and yeah, we're gonna be doing some March Madness predictions. So yeah, we're just gonna get right into it. Before we get right into it, guys, make sure you guys subscribe with the post notifications on. Go subscribe to my brother Lynn the Great Vlogs. Make sure you guys go subscribe to my second channel at Run the Combat Great. Make sure you guys go follow me on X Around the Great RTG. Make sure you guys go follow me on TikTok at Around the Great RTG. Make sure you guys go listen to the latest edition of the CR7 podcast, and make sure you guys go follow me on Twitch at Around the Great Podcast. And without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's get right into the video and let's roll this. All right, now we don't actually have an intro. We're not doing the intro for this, so let's just get right into it. So just transition over, and yeah, look at that. I know it might be a little bit blurry for you guys. I'm not really sure how the quality is, but I'm sure you guys can. We'll display up like the preview thing for ESPN's bracket channel. So yeah, let's get into it. So starting off, obviously, I think we're obviously taking Auburn to win their game. Louisville versus Creighton, though. I also have notes down as I look down here, so that's just disclaimer. Um, so yeah, Louisville versus Creighton. I mean, this is I'm very, very on the fence about this game. I am a big Kalkbrenner fan, even though I'm a Big East guy. I am a big Kalkbrenner fan. I believe in his type of style. Um, they can really get on the inside. I don't know if Louis. Trying to look at their stats here. Louisville, I don't know if they really have a guy that can, you know, take out Kalkbrenner. I mean, I don't know. I am gonna go with Creighton though. We are gonna start with Creighton. Yeah, I feel like that's right. All right. And then 5 versus 12 game. These are obviously always very, very close. We obviously see a lot of 5 versus 12 games here. In the in like history of the NCAA. So listen, I like Michigan. I like Michigan to win this one. I'm going to be honest with you guys. Um, they they're very good in the pick and roll and stuff like that. I don't see UC San Diego really taking them out. I'm going to take Michigan to win, but we are going to start with our very first upset of the video. I see Yale taking out. Um, I see Yale taking out Texas A&M here, guys. I don't know what it is. I think that I don't know. I think it's just the fact Yale's offense is just I feel like Yale's offense has been really, really good. Um, over the past couple of games, and what do you call it? Did they just get the win? I think they just beat Cornell. They beat Princeton. They're winning games handily against their competition, even though they are the 13th seed. I don't really like Texas A&M that much. I'm not gonna lie, I don't like them this year. I am gonna go with Yale to win this one. And then next, um, we have Ole Miss versus either San Diego State. Um, or San, or UNC. I am going to go with Ole Miss. If UNC finds a way to win, then there is just absolutely no way they beat Ole Miss in this one. This is a no-brainer for me. And then we go to Iowa State versus Lipscomb. I think that's how you say their name. I don't know much about this team. I'm not going to lie. I am going to go with Iowa State. I feel like those are two obvious ones. And then next, Marquette versus New Mexico. Once again, don't know too much about New Mexico, but what I do know is that Marquette is one of the best scoring teams in the entire tournament right now. Defensively, they're great as well. They are a complete team, in my opinion. I am going to go with Marquette to get the victory here. And then next, Michigan State versus Bryant. Listen, Michigan State does not lose first round. Do not pick Bryant to win. Michigan State always wins first round. You have to take them. And then we'll just continue like here. Well, actually, we'll just keep going down the list for first round. Um, Florida versus Norfolk State. I think it's obvious Florida just won the SEC championship. We have a lot of SEC teams in this tournament. I'm going to go with Florida. Now, UConn versus Oklahoma. This is such a tough game. I don't know. I want to go with UConn. I feel like they're a dark horse. I honestly feel like they're a dark horse, UConn. They have the experience. Hurley has the experience. Oklahoma's good. Um, I don't know. Oklahoma, they're just like they're not hot. They're not hot at the current moment in time. But they did barely lose to Kentucky in the SEC tournament. I don't know. I feel like they were in the SEC, so like that obviously is very very tough. But UConn, they didn't have the greatest game against Villanova as well. So I am going to take UConn though. I don't know. I feel like that's the right one to go with. And then next, Memphis versus Colorado State. I mean, Colorado State, another team that has the experience is another 5 versus 12 game. Um, the Memphis has some notable wins. I mean, they what do you call it? They whooped Ole Miss back in December. We obviously have to take that into consideration right there. Um, they have some really great wins. Colorado State, I mean, I don't know. Both teams are experienced a little bit in the tournament. I mean, they are. This is tough because they do have 10 straight wins. We have to take that into consideration as well. I don't know. This is tough. I'm gonna go with no. See, Colorado State. Excuse me. Colorado State's hot. I'm gonna go with them. I was gonna go with the hot team. Maryland versus GCU. I think Maryland is an obvious pick. I'll take them to win that. Um, and then Missouri versus Drake. I don't know much about Drake. They're always in. I just never pay attention to them. Um, See, Missouri is a really great defensive team, and I feel like that. Um, I feel like Drake is not that great of a is not. Missouri's a good defensive team. Drake is an okay offensive team. Missouri is averaging a lot more points than they are. I am going to take Missouri. Texas Tech versus UNC Wilmington. I am obviously going with Texas Tech. Kansas versus Arkansas. Mm, I want to pick Arkansas. I don't know. This is tough. These are a lot of tough games. I'm telling you right now. Um, I don't know. John Calipari has that experience, but I never trust John Calipari. Just out of spite because he lost me my bracket last year, just out of spite because he lost me my bracket last year. I'm going with this is a spite pick. This is bias. This is the only time I'll be biased on this channel. St. John's, obvious win. That is just not even a question. I think St. John's is a very big underdog in this tournament. And then we go back up. Duke. I mean, that's an obvious pick. Mississippi State versus Baylor. Hmm. Mississippi State versus Baylor. Mississippi State versus Baylor. I don't know. What's Baylor's interior defense look like? I might pick Baylor, honestly. I'm gonna pick Baylor. I feel like they're good enough on the perimeter and stuff like that. A lot of this is shooting threes. You got to be able to make threes in this tournament, in my opinion. Yeah, I feel like that's the right pick, honestly. And then next, Oregon versus Liberty. Another one of these 5 versus 12 games. Always got to look out for them. Oregon, it looks like they're a heavy favorite heading into this one. Um, hmm. I mean, they're strong. I feel like okay, as they go later into the tournament, like second round, I don't know if they win. I feel like later in the tournament, they won't be able to match up against some of the better teams just because they play their guys so much. So that is gonna make me go with Oregon to start. But I don't know in the next round, depending on who I pick here. Now, Arizona versus Akron. Mm. If Arizona plays their game, I think they'll win. Um, but I don't know about Akron. I'm not. Akron's been hot though. That's the thing. Mm. They're a good three-point shooting team too. This is another one of these tough games. I don't know. I want to go with Arizona, but Arizona never seems to lose first round though. We're gonna go with Arizona. BYU versus VCU. I'm going with VCU here. Sorgi, you guys probably know Sorgi from past streams and stuff like that, but Sorgi's been telling me how good VCU is, and I honestly could agree with him. We're gonna go VCU. Next, Wisconsin versus Montana. Wisconsin, I feel like they can turn it on and off. Like if they're hot, they're hot, but if they're not, they're not. And I feel like that's their biggest thing. I am gonna take them though. I am gonna take them to win this game. St. Mary's versus Vanderbilt. St. Mary's don't lose first round. Taking them. Bama. That's obvious. Well, at least for now. Foreshadowing. Um, Next, Houston. This is a tough one though. Gonzaga versus Georgia. This one is so freaking tough, man. Listen, I like Georgia, but at the end of the day, I feel like Gonzaga. Like I like Ike. I'm a big fan of Graham Ike. Um, I really hope he can get it done. I don't know. I'm gonna take Gonzaga though. Yeah, we'll go with Gonzaga. Clemson versus McNeese. I'm taking McNeese. I don't trust Clemson. I'm not a big Clemson fan. I didn't watch much of their games this season, and even the film that I did see, I just wasn't a fan. Here's a big upset that I have. Purdue. I think High Point's going to be Purdue. A lot of people are either you're really high on Purdue or you just don't like them at all. And honestly, I like um I like High Point to win. I think they're a I think they're a dark horse here in this tournament. Honestly, like I think they could honestly make some noise, and I'm a big fan. I like them. I think they're I think they what do you call it? They play into their bench. I heard, and I think that's good when it comes to this tournament. It can make you go far. So I am going to take them over Purdue. Next, uh, see Texas versus Xavier. I feel like Texas is going to win, and that would make me take them. But I don't know. See, we don't even know who's going to win though, so this is the problem. I want to take. I feel like Texas is going to win, and then I would probably pick them over Illinois. But I don't know who's going to win. So I feel like right now I'm in a bit of a. I'm predicting like two games at once here. So like, and then I don't even know like for the next game because I don't know about Kentucky, man. I don't know. I am. I'm praying Texas wins and they beat Illinois. I'm praying that they beat Xavier. Well, I'm praying they beat Xavier to start, honestly. Next, Kentucky versus Troy. Um, hmm, I don't like. See, Kentucky. Troy's not a good offensive team, to be honest with you. And Kentucky, how many points do they score? Yeah, I mean they score a lot of points. It's so hard to bet against them, but like Calipari's not there anymore. It is very hard to bet against Kentucky this year. Against Troy, honestly, the stats really, really say that Kentucky should win, but Troy is just It's not that Troy's anything special. It's just that this is March Madness, man, and anything can honestly happen. But I am gonna go with Kentucky. Next, UCLA versus Utah State. I don't know. I didn't watch much UCLA games because all their games are 11 o'clock Eastern time. Um, I mean, yeah, they got whooped by Wisconsin. Utah State, they're another team I just don't know much about. I mean, this is another team with a deep bench, so I'm going to take Utah State. I just don't like UCLA. I mean, especially I watched their game against Wisconsin, and they just got whooped bad. Tennessee, I'm a big Tennessee guy this year. I think they'll win. Yeah, we're going to take them to win. All right. So now, second round, go back up. Creighton and Auburn. This will be tough. Listen, I like Creighton, man. I really like them, but it depends on how much I like Auburn too. Mm, mm, mm. I don't. I see. I'm a big fan of their guy, number 4. Damn it, I'm blanking on his name. Whatever. Um, but I feel like Auburn matches up well against Creighton, which is my thing. But I don't know. See, Auburn had that loss to Alabama in double overtime where they definitely should have won. I'm gonna take the upset. I'm gonna go Creighton. Next, Michigan versus Yale. I don't think Yale continues to make it this far. Michigan's on a hot streak. Going with them. And then Ole Miss versus I don't know. Do I change Auburn and Creighton? I feel like I'm knocking them out too early. I really feel like I'm knocking them out too early here. I don't know. It's March Madness. Screw it. Go with the upset. Ole Miss, Iowa State. Um, two teams that are good, but like I don't think good enough to win it all. I like Iowa State honestly. Um, they're a good defensive team. I like them. I like them to win. And then Marquette versus Michigan State. Michigan State, once again, they don't lose early and they're really good this year. Like they never lose first round. I'm never taking them to lose first round ever again. Um, I'm going to take Michigan though. Michigan State. I don't know. Iowa State can beat them because of defense. I don't know. We'll see. We'll move. We move on. Florida versus UConn. I feel like I want to take the once again. I feel like I want to go with the upset. I don't know. Florida's hot though. They just won the SEC tournament. I don't ever bet. I don't really ever bet against hot teams. And then Maryland versus Colorado State. I mean, listen, I wasn't high on Memphis either. I don't. Maryland's okay. Like once again, Maryland's just one of those teams that I think are decent. Um, and their defense is pretty good. I like picking defense in the tournament. And defense and 3-point shooting is always my biggest thing. So I'll take Maryland. Missouri, Texas Tech. I don't like Missouri, honestly. Like once again, I don't know. I didn't know really much anything about Drake, so I didn't take them. Um, so yeah, I mean, to be honest with you, I'm just taking Texas Tech. I honestly like don't know. Kansas, St. John's. I love St. John's this year. I'm taking them to win. Florida versus Maryland's going to be interesting. I don't know. All right, and then we have. I'm taking Duke. Duke's just great. Duke's been great this year. Oregon versus Arizona. First I want to take VCU over Wisconsin. I don't know, man. This VCU team, they good. I think they beat Wisconsin. But because this is tough, I don't know who to pick here. Um, Oregon is a good team. I don't know. They do have experience, but also Arizona does too. I feel like both teams have the experience. I don't know. They have a Caleb Love though for Arizona. Good trio there. Let's take the upset. Let's go with Oregon. Oh, actually, what's what's Oregon's 3-point percentage? Because I know Arizona doesn't do well against defensively. Yeah, we'll go with Oregon. We'll go with Oregon. We'll take Oregon to win this one. I think. Yeah, I'm not. I'm not. That's a tough one. I'm thinking. Yeah, I don't know. All right, St. Mary's versus Alabama. I don't like honestly. Like Alabama's like they're good, but like I remember the first game I watched against Auburn. Like I watched that from start to finish, and I don't know. I just wasn't a fan, honestly. Like they're a good team, but like they get cold quickly. Alabama's like I don't know. I like Sears though. Sears is a great player. He has a lot of talent. I don't know. I feel I really like St. Mary's. They don't have like that many great wins, which is I feel like a reason they could also lose first round. But like against Alabama, a team that can consistently get cold. Yeah, I'm gonna take St. Mary's. And then next, Houston Gonzaga. Uh, yeah, let's go with the upset. Let's go Gonzaga. They're what? They're like ninth straight Sweet 16. High Point McNeese. I'm gonna take High Point. I think they're gonna be on a roll here. Kentucky, Texas, and see because of the fact that I don't know who's playing, I feel like I have to take Kentucky, even though I don't want to at all. I feel like I'm obligated to. Utah, Tennessee, Utah State, Tennessee, Tennessee, no doubt. All right, Sweet 16, Creighton and Michigan. I don't know. Creighton's got the experience, Kalkbrenner and all of them. Let's go with Creighton. Iowa State, Michigan State, Michigan State. I'm a big fan of Michigan State. I don't know. I feel like Iowa State barely beats Lipscomb. I don't know. I don't know about Ole Miss. Let's go with Michigan State. Yeah, there. I'll take them in the Elite Eight. Duke, Oregon. I mean, Duke's just powerhouse. VCU, St. Mary's. I don't know, man. This VCU team's good as heck. I mean, they're something else. Take St. Mary's though. Gotta do it. Gotta do it. Next, Florida, Maryland. I feel like I don't want to go with Florida, but I feel like that once again they're hot. They're running off fumes right at the current moment in time. It's just one of these things where I have to think, and I'm thinking about it on the spot here. I don't know. I didn't think I'd get this far. Hmm. Let's go over these notes with Florida. See, I love defense though. I love defense in this tournament. I'm gonna go with Florida. St. John's, Texas Tech. I gotta go with the Big East. I gotta go with St. John's. Gonzaga, High Point. I'm gonna go Gonzaga. Kentucky, Tennessee, Tennessee. I feel like I feel like this is all right. I mean, obviously this is predictable, and everybody's gonna hate me for that, but you know. All right, back up here. First off, taking Duke, Creighton, and Michigan State. Mm-mm-mm. Oh boy, this is a toughie. Once again, a deep team goes into their bench. Part of my favorite stuff in the tournament. Why do I have why do I have a bunch of two seeds, honestly? Let's just go with Michigan State. I want to go with Creighton. Oh, sorry. I want to go with Creighton, but let's go with Michigan State. St. John's, Florida. First off, I'm taking Tennessee. I'm a big Tennessee fan. Like I love their team this year. We'll go with St. John's over Florida. I don't know, guys. Don't get mad at me for this one. Don't get mad at me, honestly, because like I don't know. This is tough. This is so stupid. Why do I have to do this? Because like it stresses me out. I don't know. I love Rick Pitino though. Once again, defense is just my biggest thing. St. John's, Michigan State. Screw it. We're going with St. John's. Duke, Tennessee. Duke's offense, man, is just so good. But like, I'm a huge fan of Tennessee. This is tough. Tennessee can win. Like, I'm not saying they can't win. Like, I think Tennessee can actually find a way to win this game. But I am gonna go with Duke. Duke and St. John's in the chip. Mm-mm-mm. I don't know actually. Let's go with Duke. Let's go with Duke to win the whole thing. I mean, honestly, their offense is just so good. I know it's a bit predictable, but at the end of the day, I feel like I have. I feel like it's. I hate Duke. Like I hate Duke. So like, well, yeah. I feel like let's just go with Duke. Yeah. So that's it. That's my final four: Michigan State, St. John's, Duke, Tennessee, and then Duke and St. John's in the chip, and then we will take Duke to win the whole thing. So yeah, that's it, guys. That's my bracket. If you guys like this style of videos, make sure you guys let me know. And yeah, I mean, good. I mean, it's not like a 45-minute video like all the other ones, but 26 minutes is great. I feel like in past years we've had like an hour of video, and like that's just too much. Didn't have to overanalyze, honestly. Just sometimes you just got to send it. I like the upsets that I picked. At the end of the day, my bracket will probably be terrible because it is every single year. Um, yeah, it's just never go with me when it comes to a bracket. I always it's all luck, honestly. Like at the end of the day, it's all luck, and I go with stats and all that stuff to pick the way I pick it. I'm a big, I'm analytics. All right, guys, that'll do it for this video. Make sure you guys subscribe with the post notifications on. Go subscribe to my brother Linda Great Vlogs. Make sure you guys go subscribe to my second channel, Around the Combat Great. Make sure you guys go follow me on X, Around the Great RTG. Make sure Make sure you guys go follow me on TikTok at Run the Great RTG. Make sure you guys go listen to the latest edition of the CR7 podcast, and make sure you guys go follow me on Twitch at Run the Great Podcast. And yeah, that's it. I'm not gonna be able to do the headbutt no more. All right, Ryan the Great out. Peace.